Happy Halloween, stampers and paper crafters. This is Facebook Live number 362. My name is Joy Borwedge, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Burnsville, Minnesota, and I have been a demonstrator since August of 1999. So I have a paper pumpkin tonight called the Nests of Christmas. And so we'll be putting that together. And I'm going to put you down to the table in just a second. If you get motion sickness or anything like that, just look away. And I will let you know when I am done. I'm messing around with the camera. All right, so hold on. So I have to show you my Stabby Kitty. So this is what I got. This is my Halloween. So it's a kitty cat with the red knife that says, "What?" All right, so that's my Halloween shirt. My husband bought that for me. So, all right, so we're going to do that awkward transition, and hopefully it turns just fine and it's not too tight. All right, so hold on. Oh, yay, it turned really nice. Okay, cool. All right, so now I have to, take that and tighten it. Okay. So if you are on here, say hi. Doing that actually gets your name entered into winning the one of the cards tonight. I think it's a card. Paper pumpkin. You don't know if it's necessarily a card or a 3D kind of item. All right, I think we are good. So welcome. Again, my name is Joy Borwedge. I have an Instagram page at Stampin' for Joy. It needs to get updated. I have quite a few posts that I need to take pictures of and then post them. So there's quite a bit. Stampinforjoy.stampinup.net is my online store. The host code is RAUJD4EY. So you can use that host code when you have an order that is under $150. When it's over $150, I want you to receive the rewards. PenguinZ33@outlook.com is my email address. So if you do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, you can request the annual catalog, and I will send that to you, and the holiday mini catalog, and I will send that to you. Now, the paper pumpkin that we're going to be working with tonight actually coordinates with the Nests of Winter, which is actually in this the holiday catalog. And so I do not know how it coordinates. The only thing I did was I took a peek and I got out the Shaded Spruce ink pad. Now, they come with these things called spots, and I save those for when I do events and things like that, and when I have my stamp camps at my house, so, or I should say apartment. And so I'm excited to see what this entails for us. Now, these are just two ways that you can order. We also have the online exclusives, which now a demonstrator put this together and I copied. And that's a lot. That's a lot of computer paper. So this is an online exclusive, means that it will not see any publication. Stampin' Up! Does that so that they can offer new products quicker without having to go through the artwork, getting it processed, putting it through the printer, and so on. And also, it's easy to say, hey, it's out, it's coming back. And then another publication that is online, soon hopefully will be an actual tangible brochure. This is the online scrapbooking brochure. Now, Stampin' Up! Helped out close to my heart makers and offered them to come to the Stampin' Up! Family. And so now Stampin' Up., because it was a quick turnaround, had to produce something so that they could offer their scrapbookers. So let's just kind of quickly go through this. Now, Stampin' Up! Introduced 4 different packs of 2-toned cardstock. And that is Garden Green, Pool Party, Real Red, and Basic Black. So one of the colors is the normal color, and the other shade is just a slightly lighter in color. And then there's the workshop kits. Now, this each kit is able to produce 3 2-page spreads. So I have this one. I don't do scrapbooking, but with each of these scrapbooking workshop kits, you can certainly make home decor and also cards. So this is the Halloween memories. So take pictures tonight and scrapbook it using the new Halloween memories workshop kit, and then the autumn to remember. And that is just a beautiful. So I actually printed this off so that I could show my crew. Then my Heidi and I are putting on the virtual event. It is Saturday, November 23rd, and how this works is you register at thevirtualevent.com, and you will receive a packet in the mail containing 8 kits. And those 8 kits are, we'll do this by Zoom, and then we play the videos. Heidi does 4, and then I do 4. And if you're unable to make it after the event, the virtual event on Zoom, she will send out all the videos by email. And so that way, if you're not able to make the full event with us, or if you're not able to make it at all on that Saturday, you can stamp and put the card kits together at your leisure. All right, so there's a couple things. Today is the last day to receive up to 30% off your kits. The kit collection, which is in the online store. You can click on the button and you can see what the kit offers. If it's a stamping kit, if it does not include stamps, everything's included. Most of the time you just need scissors and maybe a take your pick tool, or something that you can help you put paper craft. But I know several people that get these and do it with their grandchildren, or do it with their daughter, or do it with their neighbor. Couple girls' nights out, have several kits together, put them together, and let the kids play and have, wine and crafts. So there we go. Today is the last day to receive up to 30% off. Today is also the last day to sign up. If you have a large wish list, I know those of you who are going to watch the replay, sorry, but the best way to go is if you have a large wish list. Say your wish list is like $160, okay? Just picking a number. Hi, Dawn, welcome. So one thing you could do is pick out stuff from the scrapbooking brochure, the holiday brochure, the annual catalog, and then put your starter kit special, and you only pay 99 bucks for it. So you get extra product for free. Then checking out the online exclusives. Don't forget to check out the, like I said, these are not in a publication, but Stampin' Up! Likes to give you a jump start. And this is real, it's called, Iconic Celebrations. And it's a really cool set because it has these beautiful dies that coordinate with the stamp set, and you save 10%. Plus the designer series paper, you get 48 sheets, and it's 2-sided, so you're not going to miss a holiday. Then, don't forget, this is like a non-Christmas one. This is the the Flowering Zinnias collection. It's still available. The Encircled in Nature bundle is really beautiful. Plus, there are some winter ones. Now, this one here is called A Season of Green and Gold Sweet Collection. Now, you can use this for Christmas, or you can use this for just winter occasions. You could do beautiful sympathy work. You could do birthday. If somebody is having an anniversary this winter, beautiful time. Okay, then also there are the changing leaves. Now, Thanksgiving is coming up. You can certainly go in the online exclusives and celebrate your autumn seasons, birthdays, again, anniversaries, Thanksgiving, telling somebody that you're thankful to have them in your life. Now, something that's coming up is the Marbled Elegance Suite Collection. Now, if you really like this suite collection, it is $92.75, and that includes a stamp set and a die, plus the adhesive backed, the gift combo pack, their gift bags, and then the twisted thread, and this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous 12 by 12 designer series paper. Now, when you get that, say, that's $92.75. Well, today, like I said, it's the last day to get that kit special. You could put this in your kit, because demonstrators are the only ones to order this ahead of time, and then get the rest up to your $155, and you only pay $99 for it. So, I mean, that's a great way to go. Then the last one, Utterly Adorable, that is coming up, available November 5th as well. So those are just a few things coming up with Stampin' Up. Now let's look. Now my box got a little squished right here, but let's look and see what is inside this. Okay, so I'm actually not going to look at the stamp set right now, because on the inside there's actually drawn. Okay, this looks like it might be tear and tape. Very wide tear and tape, if that is. Yep, it's sticky, so that's tear and tape. So that looks like it's a 1/2 inch wide almost. Let's see. Yep, it's a 1/2 inch wide. Then the Shaded Spruce. This is the spot. I'm actually not going to use that. I got the bigger pad. It's already open. It's already been re-inked. Okay, so then let's open up the tissue. Stampin' Up! Always puts tissue paper in there. And I like to save my tissue, and I can use it for other occasions. I also save my boxes. Stampin' Up! A while ago actually had, they gave us something that we could use with our spots. And this is how I store my spots. Now, Stampin' Up! Gave us these partitions so that we are able to store our spots in here. Well, my spot box was getting a little big. So what I did is I took these out and I cut them out of the designer series paper, or sorry, when the designer series paper comes in, that backing, well, that's what I did. I made new inserts. So then I can put my spots back in a box. So that's what, so that's a really cool thing to do. And I like to use these spots when I have my stamp camps, stamping events. So then that way I can have multiple colors. All right, so I'm going to take that out and put that away. And I'm just going to grab a few of these blocks so I'm not constantly changing in and out. Okay, so let's open up this. Every time you get a kit, Paper Pumpkin, it's a subscription plan. Okay, so you can subscribe 1 month, you can have 3 months, 6 months, you can subscribe for a year. Now, if you're going to go on vacation for a month, you can put that off on hold and skip a month. Excuse me. But you never know what it's going to be. All right, so it looks like Stampin' Up! Put in ribbon and gave us dimensionals in here. Okay, so I'm basically just going to set things aside so I could find them, hopefully. I have a hard time finding things that are in front of me. Ooh, look at that. This is just the envelope. Okay, so the envelopes are all the same. Sometimes they have, sometimes they're designed on the front, just on the flap. Sometimes it's on the inside. I love Stampin' Up's envelopes. Okay, so we're going to put that away. Then these are die cuts. I mean, look at the artwork on that. That chickadee looks like it's about to sing. Aw, I miss my chickadees. I used to live in a house, and we got to, oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 sheets of that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one is really pretty. Look at, ooh, this is going to be a fun fold. So that's, wow. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those. Got some more die cuts. These are labels, and they have that full shaded spruce. And here are some more. Oh, this is another card. Wow, look at that. I mean, the shaded spruce foil with that, I would say, misty moonlight. Absolutely stunning. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, we're going to make 10 cards. I like to save this cardboard just because I can find uses for it. If not, recycle it. There it is. That's the piece that I'm looking for. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, joyful thoughts to you this season. Oh, that's very nice. So what you do is you put that, fold that in half, and then you can put this in a stamp case. So then everything fits. So that way you know what is included in this kit. Okay, so now this is the instructions, and so it looks like, so we're going to be able to make 5 cards featuring these 2 designs. And let's see, it says, yep, contains supplies for 10 cards and 10 envelopes. Coordinating colors are basic black, blueberry bushel, Coastal Cabana, daffodil delight, garden green, granny apple green, gray granite, night of navy, pumpkin pie, real red, and shaded spruce. So that blue color is night of navy, not misty moonlight. Okay. Then there is a coordinating die set that has, it's available for this as well. And here are the instructions. Okay. Also, here's something that I really like. It says, take your crafting to the next level. So these are some of the things that I have said as a paper crafter. The Take Your Pick tool, the bone folder, paper snips, those are a must-have, along with, for me, a silicone mat, craft mat, and the Stampin' Pearson mat, especially when you have, excuse me, photopolymer. Okay, so one thing that Stampin' Up! Does that I really, really like is it tells you card 1, card 2, I'm sorry, this is card 1, everything that's included for that particular card. Everything that you need for card number 2. They do that. And then they give you instructions. So it tells you everything you need to do by pictures. So you should be able to go in and understand in different languages. So then that way Stampin' Up! Doesn't have to make one for German, one for French, one for English, and other markets that they happen to go in. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear apart, and I'm going to coordinate card number 1. So the envelope I just put off. I actually don't need that right now. It looks like, which one are we going to need? Looks like we're going to need this one. So we're going to grab that. And then we are going to need the, looks like we're going to need five for each set. So I'm just going to tear out the 5. I'm going to pick out what I should do is I'm just going to pick out 5. Now, if you make a boo-boo, you have an extra one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to put one off to the side so I don't keep stamping. And then, all right, so the next thing we need is the bow. And it looks like it's the big one. So we're going to tear out the big bow and the cardinal. So you might as well tear them all out. So it should take roughly a half an hour or up to a half an hour to put a paper pumpkin kit together. Now you could take these while you're on the bus, put them together while you're watching your son's bowling league or your daughter's volleyball. If you're in a room while somebody's sleeping at the hospital, you could put these together. I actually, 2002, when I was doing chemo, I actually put a whole bunch of kits together and gave the nurse that treated, helped me that day. I gave her one of everything I created. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need the ribbon. I need 5 pieces. Okay, come on. These little bags. My fingers are dry. All right, so it looks like we're going to have 10 ribbons. And I'm just going to put 5 here. I might just put the whole kit together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Basically, doing it like this is assembly line stamping, and then that way you can, and just think, now if you don't want to go and follow the instructions, you can, what we call, go rogue, and that's okay. This is your kit. You can, if you're learning about paper crafting, and you may not know what's next, so you could certainly follow the instructions. And as you become a little bit more, I should say, happy with where you're at, you could start thinking outside the box. And that, my friends, I don't do very often because Stampin' Up! Does a great job with putting these together. And I very rarely feel like I need to go outside the box. But sometimes, I might add a Wink of Stella. That's also a craft thing that you need, Wink of Stella. Okay, so it looks like the rest of the die cuts are going to be for card number 2. So we might as well just poke them all out. Let's see if we can do them all at the same time. No? Well, kind of. So, because this is going to make 10 cards, maybe I should have, I could pick 5 winners. And I can, because normally I'll do, I'll make 1 card of each, so it doesn't take so long. And then, usually it's like 3. And then pick 3 winners. But seeing as how tonight there's 10 cards and only 2, I could pick out, like 2 winners of each. And then still have some cards for me to use as my Christmas cards. But I also have Christmas cards ready to go, past kits and other things, so that I didn't know. Last year we were in the process of selling our house, at this time. So I was packing and painting and kind of reviving up the, working in the gardens to make things look good and stuff like that. So I did, I tore wallpaper down in Mike's bathroom downstairs in the basement, and I'm just so happy now that I don't have to do any of that anymore. All right, I'm going to take a drink. All right, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got 5 red ribbons. Okay, so then now let's go take card 1, the instructions. Okay, and so it looks like we're going to take a leaf. I should say a bough. Looks like a pine bough, because number 1, we're using shaded spruce. And out of all the blocks that I have here, it looks like this block. Now, one of the things that when you join Paper Pumpkin your first time, they're going to give you a block. Now, this block is a 1/4 inch thick. This block is 3/4 of an inch thick. Plus, there's finger holds. One of the things that, as a paper crafter, I like to be able to have each of my items on a block, because otherwise I'm taking one off, cleaning it, putting it off, putting it back on, grabbing another one. And so I'm going to try not to do that as much. And then one thing that I like to do is when I'm doing something like this is we have kind of a flimsy plastic piece right here. I save that, and then this way I could just pull it up, take it off, pull it up, take it off without having to do that constantly. Okay, so we're going to take that and the shaded spruce, and I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pearson mat. Now, I don't necessarily need it, but I have a piece of copy paper over it. So if I stamp off, which means right in here, I'm going to go off the paper. So I'm going to stamp that on the corners, just like it says. So I'm going to grab, which one? This one. So the foil is all over here. Okie dokie. So I think we're supposed to pull this out. And we could use this for something else. So I'm just going to set that aside. And so the instructions, I'm going to have it like this, okay? So we're going to stamp the image with shaded spruce. And now if you don't stamp it exactly the way they have it, that's okay. Nobody's going to come and report you. You didn't do it right. They're going to come and take your paper pumpkin away. No, that's not how it goes. All right, so there is a fold right here. So I'm actually going to fold it because I don't want to stamp on the back side. That's just me. So stamp like that. And just, you can move your paper around, or you can move your, oops, I stamped on the inside. Oh well. Okay, so we got 3 like that. And so if you look right here, okay, so you're going to take your paperwork and move it in like this, and then you're going to move it in like that. And that's what it's going to look like. So I'm going to move my ink pad away, and I'm going to move this for just a second. I'm actually going to get out my bone folder, and I am just going to flip it over backwards, and I am going to give that a nice burnish so that it helps it with staying closer, like that. Okay, and I stamped right there, but I think we're going to take care of that. If that is something that, okay, so it's going to look like that. So now we are supposed to stamp Merry Christmas on the label. And we're going to do that. So seeing as how we're going to do this, I'm going to actually leave this in here so that if I make a, you know, this one will be my sample if I have that. I might fix that by putting some green in the area. So now we're just going to do all of them at the same time. And then that one was our sample. All right. So now we're just going to do this a lot faster. And then now pull that out, and then we have that green piece that I can actually use later. And so we're going to fold that and then use that bone folder. I do the front and the back, and then I'm going to do that one. Okay, so that's ready to go. And we'll do the next one. And you can do this however you want. Okay, take that yellow or that piece out. And then we'll fold that over. And give that a nice burnish because you want, oops, you want your card to fold nicely and to fit in the envelope. Okay, so that is going to go in there like that. Okay, we'll do the next one. I really like the paper pumpkin kits because, number one, I do not have to come out with the layout. Number two, Stampin' Up! Gives me a great place to start, okay? So if you really like a paper pumpkin, okay, and you have the same stamp set, and you have other paper and inks, you could certainly recreate something pretty similar without the texture, obviously, or the foil. However, you could certainly recreate cards with the same layout. If you have dies, you could do something like this. If you, so I mean, it can help elevate your crafting prowess, I guess. All right. So it can give you different techniques to try, different ways to do things, something that you've never tried before, that you wouldn't have thought of without somebody saying, hey, do this. Because that's how you grow as a paper crafter. All right, do that front and back. And then now we're going to grab, so let's see how quickly that turned out. Got all 5 card bases ready to go for card number 1. Okay, so then now it wants us to take the labels and stamp Merry Christmas. All right, so we're going to clean off. You're going to need a chamois. If you do, this is a Simply Chamois, and it's a lot bigger. It fits this whole thing, but because of my events that I do, I tend to have one at every table. So it's a little cheaper for me to, to cut it into 4. Now I'm actually going to grab a baby wipe because my fingers are kind of green right now and I don't wish to discolor any of that. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to put my fingers on something that should not be colored. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. They were definitely green. Okay. Getting a little happy there with my color. Well, it's called Inky Fingers for, for a reason. You could tell I was having fun by the colors of my fingers. All right, that's good. And that's also why you wear dark colors, because then you don't have to worry about wiping your fingers on things that you should not be wiping your fingers on. Okay, so the next one, we need to have Merry Christmas. Now, it suggests to put Merry Christmas on the same block. Merry Christmas. And these are so clean and you could see right through them. I'm lining them up on my glass mat and it looks like the Merry is, okay, so I'm going to put that on this one right here. And then, well, it's not on my block straight, but that's okay. I am going to grab my ink pad. Just going to move these over here. Get that one out of the way. Now I'm just going to test this and see if I like it on my, I guess that's okay. Maybe I'm going to put my Christmas down. And then put Merry on top. So it's a little bit more, I'm going to try to make it so it's more straight. There. Let's see if that works. Much better. Okay, so we're going to just tap, 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 no squishing. Allow that ink to transfer. Oh, that looks very nice, don't you think? Okay, so we got one. And like I said, Stampin' Up! Gives you an extra one, so if you make a boo-boo, just tap, 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 no squishing. I mean, just think, you could give this for a gift. You know, a paper pumpkin subscription. You could do like, 3 months, 6 months. Put your kids, put your kids to work, grandkids to work, and have them help you put the kits together. Now, there's two things. The kits that are on sale, today's the last day. I'm just going to close this for a moment. You don't know what you're getting. And when you have the paper pumpkin, you don't know what you're getting. It's a subscription, and it's a fun in the mail. It's a fun in the box. And then when you get, you might see a sneak peek here and there, just to kind of show you. You have until the 10th of the month to subscribe, and then you can get your kit. Now, the ones that are on sale, you get to go in the online store, you get to look at it, you get to buy as many as you want, you get to see what's inside, you get to see what they make. So that's the difference. So 1 is a surprise, and number 2, you get to pick. Okay, so then now we got all that stamped up in the card, and then we're going to take the ribbon and place that on the back side. So it looks like we're going to take our greeting, okay, and we're going to take a piece of tear and tape and lay that right in here. First one I grabbed a little too big, but that's okay. And then, see, just tears and rips. You're not going to see the back part. A lot of the times I like to make my rips more straight. I have a Pampered Chef scraper, so let me show you. I like to do this more often if I'm getting like craft, if I'm working for my Stampin' event and I'm putting kits together. I like to have it so that I have nice ends so that they're going to see it. So see how that stays in there perfectly, whereas this is, you know, kind of kittywampus. So that's what I like to use. Now, the Take Your Pick tool. This is the People Poker, and I am the people at Pokes, so I'm going to just put my lid right there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to grab that backing off. So just go in my trash. My trash is right there. I have this little tiny, I'll show you what my trash can looks like. It looks just like this. Paper, recyclable product, not recyclable product. And so this just lifts out. And so that's my, that's how I keep my table neat. Because I don't really have a lot of space. And for me, I cannot craft when it's messy. So I put things back when I'm done. Sometimes when I do this, I put things back and then I can't find it because I put it back. Okay, so then they want you to take the ribbon and place that so it peeks out right behind. Now, I don't think they give you enough ribbon. So this is where we're going to go rogue. We're going to snip that, and we're going to put a little bit see, I didn't give me enough. There. And who's going to know that that was snipped into 2 pieces, right? And actually, I'm going to make that cut a little bit nicer. There we go. That looks better. But now I have to make it a little bit longer. There we go. See, that looks much better. No, it doesn't. Gosh darn it. Okay, so there we go. That one's done. And we're going to do that because they didn't make this long enough. So I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm going to go line up. See this glass mat? This glass mat's a really cool thing. If you do not have one, I would say it's a good idea to get one. It's in the online store, and you can it used to be that it was for demonstrators that signed up. And so we're going to go to, blocks. There we go. I'm making it so it's even Steven on the same side. Okay. Pretty much like that. All right, but anyways, the glass mat was a celebration item that when you signed up to be a demonstrator, you got the glass mat. And demonstrators that already were demonstrators got to purchase it. However, there was a certain amount that us demonstrators could purchase, and then they ran out. And that did not up until recently, I think it was July, when the catalog came out, that came out as well. So we're going to flip that around and make that I'm concentrating. Can't you tell? Okay, so I think that one's a little bit more. Pull this one out a little bit. This this tear end tape is really nice. Kind of like the larger size. Okay, so we're just going to put that in the center. There we go. Oops, I just moved it with my finger. Come on. Flip that. There we go. That works, right? Okay. So it barely even shows off of this one, so we're gonna cut that one off too. They're really chintzy on their ribbon cutting. That's okay. You too can do that as well. All right. Now mine looks lopsided. That's I tried to use the glass mat. Just nobody will notice, right? Hopefully. Okay, so then now the next thing that we are supposed to do, where did I put the instructions? Underneath here. Okay, so we are supposed to put dimensionals on here and then put dimensionals. Okay, so seeing as how I already have a pack of dimensionals open, we're going to use these, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. For me, I wouldn't have either A, I would have cut the, ribbon down, because the dimensionals are raised up. I'm going to put one in the middle too, just because I don't want it to get stuck in the middle when it goes through the mail, because there is adhesive there. Whoops, and now that's on the floor. Sticking to the back of my fingers. All right, 2 more. When I have dimensionals, I always use the whole sheet before I start another pack. And so that's the reason why I didn't want to open, with the kit that it came in, I didn't want to open up those dimensionals and have this one open. I'm using the dimensionals that were from the event that we had on the 26th, this past Saturday. And okay, so then now it wants us to put dimensionals on the back side of, okay, so how, all right, so it's going to sit like this. I always put the dimensionals where the directions tell me. And the reason why I say that is because if I put it in the wrong spot, you might see the dimensionals on the other side. So I tend to follow the instructions for that. Okay, so the birdies are sitting like this. And okay, so we're going to use my scissors. These are Crafton rubber scissors that Stampin' Up! Used to sell a long time ago. I use these to cut anything with adhesive on there. So then that way I don't, my paper snips do not get all gummy. And then my ribbon scissors. I have ribbon scissors that Stampin' Up! Used to sell a long time ago, which are these, and they are retired, but I will not depart with them, and I will continue to use them. Okay, so we need to put dimensionals. I just took the lid off. I don't want to put the backing off yet. All right, so let's just go back in and grab that, and I moved my directions. Okay, so head. Well, I didn't cut that very well now, did I? All right, there we go. See the, ooh, now I'm going to have adhesive on my mat. And we'll have to get out my, we get a, when you get the glass mat, it comes with a chamois. It's a lot thinner. And then you also get a, like a mat to put, if you're into, say, watercolor, it is like a perfect, I can get that in just a moment after we're done with all these dimensionals. So we're just putting these in 2 spots. And we're going to use up this whole sheet. Yay! And then I can break out a new pack. These, were used at the event, so I'm trying to use these up. And I might have more from the event. Okay, I think I got everybody. Okay, got a couple left. All right, so now all we have to do is take, oops, I missed one. Right there. All right, so we're going to take these all off. Stab and grab your backings, just at a slight angle. And that one's just being a pain in the butt. Okay. I think maybe we will do one card at a time, because I think I'm going to have things sticking to me where I don't want them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Now it looks to me like we're going to put the greeting inside so that when you lift this, it's not going to hinder, okay? And then it looks like we're going to take the backing off of this one, put that there. And so the berries go on here. All right, so I used a little bit too much, so I didn't put them, let's see, what's the word? See, this is the reason why you watch me, so then you don't do what I do. So we're going to just cut that off. And we'll use the adhesive eraser, and that will not cause a problem, because you know what? You want it to open. Joy, joy, joy. So now we can fix the first one. There we go. See, this would be my sample. This one, nobody's going to win. This is for me. So I keep a sample of all my Facebook Lives. So then that way I have, you know, if somebody says, hey, remember in, you know, Facebook Live number 362, you used blah, blah, blah. Okay. That opens up like that and like that. And then, you know what we're going to do? We're going to come back to this after we're done. We're going to add some inside stuff. So seeing as how, let's see, we're going to fix this. Okay. So we're going to make it so that this sits here and this sits here. And so we're going to cut off that piece right there, and nobody will be the wiser. All right. So we'll just fix that. That comes off. That comes off. Come on. There we go. And we're going to fit that perfectly on here so that nobody will see it. Nobody will see that, and it will still, gosh darn it. Nope. Come on. There we go. We'll just lay that down gently. Nope, that didn't work either. So they like that, and like that. There we go. Yay, did it. Okay, and then birdies right on top. There we go. We want to see the berries, and don't want to stick the tail out too much. So, I mean, how pretty. Now this one actually probably needs to go a little bit more like that so that it doesn't, you want to make it stay in the envelope. All right, so I'm going to have to go back and fix that one. Ah. Okay, come on. There we go. Cool, huh? And let's put the Christmas greeting on there. See, this is the reason why you pay attention to the directions. You don't use bigger dimensionals or, you know, the bigger pieces at the end. So then you can open the card up because you want to be able to see that and you want to be able to see that. So we're going to have to fix that. Okay, so that's what I'll be doing later on. Okay, so then let's see. See if I could take these off and make them smaller. You know, actually, the better idea would be to, why didn't I think of that? Is to put the right there and lift that off and put that right a little bit more up, more up. There we go. Nope, that's stuck. Oh. I'm going to have to redo these, but that's okay. Seeing as how we don't want to waste any more time putting that together. So we'll go back in and fix these and then make them smaller. Alrighty, and we'll do that. Just put the Christmas greetings on so we could get those off the table. And then that's going to go right there. At least we'll get these parts done. Yeah, see, this is the reason why you follow instructions. I mean, I just used the back pieces. I should have made my pieces smaller. So now we have to go back in and fix them. Oops, that one's not sticky. All right, there we go. Okay, and we will have birdies over here, backings, and one more backing. And then we'll do number 2. At least we have one card finished, and so we'll pick 2 drawings of card number 1 and 2 drawings for card number 2. And so, how do you win a card? And believe me, yours is going to look good compared to mine. So all you have to do is leave a comment like hi. All you have to do is, and that will get your name entered into the drawing. Then you can do a thumbs up or a heart. That will get your name into the drawing. And then share this on your timeline. Let's see. Okay, so then now we have these parts for our card. Okay, and our ribbons. Okay, so the instructions for number 2. So we're not going to stamp anything on here. So we're just going to punch out this piece right here. You can certainly use that in a different card. So that is going to be cool. And that's going to be what it looks like. So then we're going to take the bone folder and we're going to give that a nice press on both sides. So then that is going to sit nice like that. Okay, so there's one. Press out. Okay. And so give that a nice crease with your bone folder. Burnish. that good. And like I said, I like to do fronts and backs. I never used a bone folder, and probably, see, I just celebrated 25 years. Oops, sorry for the noise. Being a demonstrator, and so probably for the first 5 years, I probably didn't use a bone folder because I never used one. And then I went over to somebody's house, and they had a project, and so we scored our lines, and then she said, grab a bone folder, and I'm like, oh, I don't have one. And she's like, here, use mine. And so from then on, I ended up getting one. So it's not a necessary thing, but it, you know, it gives you a nice burnish. So that your creases are nice and crisp. And I think I already did that one, didn't I? All right, last one. The colors in this is just stunning. And I really love this foil in the shaded spruce. I mean, Stampin' Up! Did a really good job pairing these together. Now, one of the things that you could do if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber is pay attention to the colors that they use on their kits and repeat that in your own card making, because if Stampin' Up! Says, you know, use these colors together, you know they work. All right, I'm gonna take a drink. All right. Okay. So this is going to say joyful thoughts to you this season. And that is this one right here. And I'm just going to line that up. I'm just going to put that on my glass mat, or on my silicone mat, so then I can see better. That barely fits. Let's see. Oh, that fits so much nicer. Okay. So then we're going to grab, sometimes it's nice to have that silicone mat just because you have light paper, whereas something dark behind it you could see better sometimes. All right, so then now we just need 5. So if I need my other one, I will grab that. So we're going to open this up and ink up the sentiment. And that's going to go right in the center. Okay. I like the font on this. Easy to read. You know, if you send this to somebody with, you know, not so good eyesight, they can read it. It's larger. And one thing about getting the Paper Pumpkin kits is that you will begin to get ink spots in a variety of colors. And once you realize that you like paper crafting, you can certainly go with the larger ink pads. Okay, my fingers are turning colors again, so let me just clean those off. All right, so they want us to do the same thing with the ribbon. All right. Yeah, I just don't want to touch something white and then have green smudges on there. So just using a baby wipe. I'm going to go to work tomorrow with green fingers. They're going to be wondering what the heck I was doing. Making Christmas cards. Okay, so they want us to do the same thing with the ribbon. And that seems good. I'm not going to cut. There's barely anything coming out of that. That just drives me crazy. I don't like that. I mean, it's like, what's the point? The ribbon is hiding behind. All right, I'm going to sit down for a moment and... Okay, so we're going to flip these over. And instead of using the... Instead of using this, I'm actually going to use my Stampin' Seal because it's a little skinnier. All right. So I'm going to put those away, grab my ribbon scissors, and cut that off at a better angle. And I'm going to try to line this up much better than I... So I'm not fighting with it as much. Okay, so I'm going to grab that line there and put that. Okay, and then flip it around, grab that in the center. All right, that looks much better. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're doing. We're cutting these. It's not in the instructions, but in my mind, they didn't give us enough ribbon to play with. All right, so I'm making my end better. I mean, because when I send my cards, you know, to the winners, I want them to like the card. I want it to look good. I don't, because I want somebody to send it to somebody, you know, whoever wins is supposed to send this card. And I want them to send it to somebody they like. So I want them, you know, I want it to look good. Yeah, Joy made this card ugly, so we're going to send it to you. No, that's not the way it goes. All right. I guess I can always snip it too, you know what I mean? Okay, I didn't think of that just until now. Okay, so we're playing with ribbon. And that's okay. I mean, if you want to leave it with barely anything hanging out, that's okay. But to me, it just looked funny. And there's no point in putting ribbon on something that, you know, most of it's covered. Oh, well, 2 points on the same side. I don't care. All right. Do. So are you guys done with your Christmas cards yet? Have you even started? Wait, I'm supposed to put that upside down. Now I'm fixing it. There we go. I have cards from last year that I made because I was in the process of selling the house, putting the Christmas cards. I mean, I didn't put Christmas up last year. And I was making Christmas cookies, and the buyers came, and with the stipulation that I did not have to leave because I take a week off, I make Christmas cookies. Generally, they're more gourmet cookies, so not something that your mother would make. One, two, oh, I missed one. So more like truffles and a little bit more. Judy, hi, welcome. All right, so we're putting a paper pumpkin kit together, and I am messing with the ribbon because they didn't give us, I mean, for me, in my opinion, there wasn't enough peeking out. They cut my ribbon too short. So I am making it longer. But anyways, I take a week off, and generally it's Thanksgiving weekend that I start. And I do like truffles. A lot of things have alcohol in them. I make these lime gin coconut macaroons. Now that's the one that has coconut in it, but it bakes out. Another one that I make is they are called rum balls, and they are made with Malibu rum, so coconut rum, and they are amazing. But that rum, it macerates, so it doesn't get baked out. How you doing, little lady? So just want to let you know that you're going to be receiving your pack in the mail from the event, and I did a Facebook Live with my stuff, so you'll be at least be able to see what the cards are supposed to look like. Okay, so then here we're going to go back in, and I'm going to sit down for this one too because I had a long day and my ankles hurt. All right, so we're going to put dimensionals. We're going to put 5 on here because I don't want one in the middle, or I want one in the middle, so that it's not going to sag in the center. Okay, so there's one. So in this paper pumpkin kit, there's 2 cards. So I kind of messed up royally on the first one because I didn't pay attention to my dimensionals. But I'm going to go back in and fix them. So this one, we'll do good on this one. I got a new pack. All right, there we go. I like using my my take your pick tool for this because it's just grab and plop. I don't have fingernails. If I do, they break off. They split. I work in a warehouse, you know, it's not anything, you know, I work with cardboard and pallet jacks and boxes. So I have a knife in my back pocket. It's like not fingernail friendly. Okay, so we got all that done. So then now we have to put, let's see, this is the chickadee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to put 1 in the right here. All right, and then this piece is the birdies and the, oh, I see. So I was looking at this and I'm like going, well, that looks a little funny. Hi, Sherry. Well, the bird's not sitting on anything. Well, we're going to take care of that. So I'm sitting down, Sherry, while I'm putting all these dimensionals on. Okay, so then now this one is going to get put together like this. So I'm going to put all my greetings. We're just going to do one at a time when we put all this together. So we have all the chickadees, the singles, the single chicks, all the single ladies. Just kidding. It's a bad song. I mean, no, it's not a bad song. It's me referencing it badly. Okay, so then I got Happy Mail sent out. Some of it. Now I have to post everything else online. I have to put it on Instagram and then pick winners from that group. So I got some of that done. Okay, right here. And right here. Apparently, when I did the card number 1, I wasn't paying attention perfectly where the dimensionals go because I was using also the outside backings. So that wasn't a good idea, I guess. So now I'm going to have to go back in and fix them. Because I'm going to pick 2 winners. We have 2 cards, and I'm going to pick 2 winners. So, we have 10 cards, but 2 styles of each. So, or 5 of each design is what I'm trying to say. So, I'm just doing that. All right, so 1 there. 1 right there, and 1 down. This is a very heavily dimensional used kit, paper pumpkin kit. But I figured, why do just 1 card of each? I only got 2 cards. I might as well just do the whole kit. And then I have some Christmas cards done. Yeah, I'm going to use up what I have in my stash. I'm not going to create new ones this year just because we're going to be hosting Christmas. And so this weekend coming up, I am going to go through my stack of Christmas cookie recipes and pick 19 kinds, and then we go from there. Okay, so it looks like we are going to put this birdie. We're just going to grab 1 from each stack. Right, so we got this pile, you got the single chickies, all the single chicks, all the single chicks. Okay, bad singing. Okay, so stab and grab those backings. Okay, so that goes, because this is a fun fold. Okay, so you got to make sure that you put your dimensionals where you're supposed to. Because otherwise, you're going to have issues, as I was with the first card. So you don't have to go watch the replay. in the beginning. Because, yeah, you could just watch me make a fool of myself. That's easy. All right, so there we go. No backings showing. Okay, so this one, you know, that was really bothering me artistically, that the birdie is just hovering without any feet. Okay, so now I know why. All right, so take your pick tool and put the dimensionals. Make sure that your berries stay within. Let's see. Rawr, 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 rawr. Ugh. I don't like it. Stay. See, should maybe put it right there. And then I'll just use my rubber cleaner upper, I'll fix that. And then stick the little birdie right smack dab in the middle. More over, like that. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? And then the greeting. Now, for those of you who just popped in, I cut my ribbon in half because, to me, they did not give us enough ribbon to poke out the sides because there was barely anything there. So it's like most of the ribbon, and I can snip it now if I want to, you know, to make it look better. There we go. There we go. And then have all that little red fuzz hanging all over the place. And then now we'll put that in the center. So then it opens up like this and like that, and voila. That is our second card. And you know me, when you put in Winkus... Sorry, you didn't want me to sing that. No singing. All right. So then, so I'm going to put Wink Castell on there. Oh, I am sorry. Sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That will get it out of your head. Because that's what I do. When I can't sleep, I have to read a book before I go to sleep. Because my brain will not shut up. And it'll think about things like, you know, a new card design, or I got to do this, this, and this tomorrow after work. And sometimes if I do have a card design, I might get up and write it down so I don't forget when I wake up in the morning. So, you know, things like that. And so I have to read a book. And then sometimes you get songs stuck in your head. And it's usually like stupid commercials or a song that I actually don't like. Okay, so I'm going to put this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put that in there. And then do the... I don't know if I want to do this one now, because I want to make sure that all my parts are going to be inside. You know, they should... they should put, like, little drawings. Aha! I might get it to work now. Don't take them off yet. Touch them when one works. Hopefully the others fit too. Because, I mean, they really don't give you a lot of space to stick them. And it better fit in the envelope that way. Otherwise, it's going to be a sample. Okay. Anyways, then we have to pick one of these. And I get that. And if I do this wrong, I can have a bird that fits outside the box. And I don't want my bird to fit outside the box. I want it to fit in the envelope. Okay, that actually turned out okay. I hope those berries are good. Otherwise, we'll have to snip them. But I don't want to do that. Because these envelopes are stunning. I mean, we're going to see if that sucker fits in there. It's not. Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm calling it a day because I want to go to bed at some point in time tonight without having to fix every single one of these little puppies. So, number one, maybe stick your dimensionals on. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Maybe it's easier to stick the dimensionals. I was just following instructions, you know, but then let's take my people poker and just cram that little bastard back in there. Did I just say that? Yes, I did. Gosh darn it, pissing me off. Okay. I mean, they should put little drawings on here. This is where the dimensionals go so that it fits in the frickin' envelope. Gosh darn it. Joy's getting flustered. Who wants to win a Krabby card from Joy? Me. Okay. All right, let's see. There. Do not do what I do. There. That doesn't shine through. Woohoo! Crab that little part back in. There. Whoever's going to win these cards, you know, you're just going to sit there and laugh when you get one. And the person who's going to receive it because you sent it to them is going to love it. I can tell you. All right. See how pretty that is? All right. We're going to put Wink of Stella on one so you can actually see. We're just going to do it on the berries. Because, you know, this is the only way I go rogue when it comes to Paper Pumpkin is because Stampin' Up! Does a really good job of having this put together. And, I mean, yeah. Okay. So, see the Wink of Stella on there? A little bit of shimmer. Okay, so then now maybe we should put something on the inside. We could put a little frond, okay? We'll put that back in there. We're going to, you know, stamp the insides, make something fun for that, because whoever wins this card, again, you're going to send it to somebody. You know, I want, you know, something pretty on the inside. So maybe we'll go like that. And then here are some berries. So I'm just kind of giving you some ideas of what to do with the parts that we haven't used in the actual kit. And let's see, now I'm going to go look at the card, and I think this is real red because it tells you the colors that coordinate in the kit. Because I'm looking at the ribbon and I think that is real red. Yep, it's real red. So I'm just going to close this for a second. And I'm going to grab my real red ink pad, which is right here. I need to get a new one of these. At the event, it kept on coming undone and making me grumpy because part of it broke. All right, so here are some berries. Now, I know that these berries do not necessarily hang out with the green spruce, but that's where it's going. I mean, cute, huh? So let's do this one, because this is the other one. So let's put some Wink of Stella. And grab color on the berries. Okay. And then now, I'll open up the ins. We're going to fix this one. We're going to fix all of them. Okay. And then, how about... Whoa, almost stuck that in the wrong ink pad. All right, so we're going to go up here. And then we're going to go like that. Look at that. Okay, and berries right here. Okay. So these are the two cards, and I'm going to fix all the dimensionals because, like I said, I put them where they're supposed to go, but I was using the end of my dimensionals and they stuck over. So we're going to fix those. So this is card number 1, and this is card number 2. And so, like I said, I am going to pick 2 winners of each card. If your name gets pulled from one card, I'm going to pull it because I'm not going to have one winner win 2 times, okay? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Just for F's and giggles, I'm going to hit the kind of where the stripes are, you know, where the Stampin' Up! Designer put for the birds colorings. We're going to do that too. And maybe around the beak. There we go. Yeah, we're going to make him sparkle. Yeah, the boy's got a little glitter. Okay, so he's going to look pretty for his wife. Okay, so if you want to win one of these cards, well, after watching me struggle, do a thumbs up or a heart. That gets your name entered into the drawing. Leave a comment. All you have to do is say hi. That's the 2 letters, shortest way to get entered into the drawing. And if you share this on your timeline, maybe somebody might be interested in watching a paper or subscribing to a paper pumpkin kit and trying their craft on after seeing me make, you know, somebody who's been doing this for 25 years having, you know, a little difficulty with it, but it still looks pretty. All right, so thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Thursday evening, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Have a great weekend, guys, and happy stamping.